Wait, you're not playing Story of Seasons? What's wrong with you?
Oh, right. Shoot. Yeah.
Besides, you're on a PS5, not a PS4. Oh, nice list of games you got here, though.
Hey, LPH. I like that. Reminds me of Toonami.
Kaito time.
The Kaito Files is next on Twitch TV.
Yes. And it plays the theme song. Kaito, Kaito man, yeah.
Oh boy.
I've got to be a Kaito man.
I realized I had to lower the. I lowered it to. It should be okay. It shouldn't overpower us. We should still be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Chat wants no. So here we go. The Kaito Files. Now, I think I gotta start a new game. I think continue just means premium adventure. Let me see.
Yeah, you'll just have to do a new one.
Yeah. This one I'm playing on normal instead of I beat on legend, but I'll do this on normal.
Okay. I mean, there's really no incentive to try to beat the game on legend unless you want a trophy, right?
You don't even get a trophy or nothing. This is a work of fiction.
All right. Of course, or the person who made this would say otherwise, and that person is Nagoshi. But man, it's great to be back to this game. After how long?
Yeah, well, I was the beginning of this year when I beat it, I think.
Yeah.
Or right at the end of last year. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was somewhere around that time frame.
It was either like December or January, February. So, I'll let some people pop in first before we start talking about what happened earlier today with a certain publisher of physical media doing their stream. But before that, how are y'all doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm all right. Can't complain.
What were you trying to get at?
Just had to work my butt off and got a good nap in and wake up all energized and ready for this.
Yeah, since you're not behind this, at least you don't have to worry about setting it up. You just had to do the social media.
Right.
I came back from a walk in that heat. So that's why.
God.
But
how hot was it?
Very. It said upper 80s, but it felt like upper 90s because of the humidity.
In the heat index?
Yeah. And I'm just... It wasn't as bad as yesterday, though. It could have been worse. That's why I didn't even go out yesterday. I know LPH texted. I'm writing tests just to make sure it didn't die on me. Okay. That's want to make sure the chat box didn't like randomly like lose like
right
connection to Twitch.
And hopefully they can still hear us too.
Oh right, yeah. Let us know if there's audio issues like with. Okay, LPH says it's good. Cool. Wait a minute, can they hear you?
You're breaking the rules.
Say something again, Kyle.
As I'd expect from a lawyer. But Hoshino, you really
yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. The desktop audio wasn't moving when you were quiet, and I was like, oh, but it is moving. Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
So his starting. Hey, you remember him? He's
yeah, Hoshino.
Hoshino was what's salary? Love interest. So
I can make this whole thing disappear for you. Only reason lawyers don't go.
What is this guy blackmailing him or something?
Yeah.
In other words,
but Hoshino is doing that on purpose, as you can see.
Nothing I love more than a fast learner, kid. 4 million yen.
4 million yen.
This goes up in smoke, and the client never has to hear anything to the contrary.
Who would have thought that Hoshino actually turned into an agent in the Matrix?
Your whole damn future is riding on this deal I'm making you. It's a small price to pay, isn't it?
Yeah.
That or he could be a young Seraph. Just like how we had the new Neo, or not new Neo, but the new Morpheus in Resurrections. Who looks very young.
We don't talk about Resurrections.
Then you shake down the mark for another 4 million on top.
Something tells me you did not like that movie.
You corrupt detectives really
It wasn't super great.
Wasn't your thing?
Right. Oh, goodness. Look at that getup with that head of his.
Former lieutenant in the Bato family, and right now you're on my turf.
Masaharu Kaito.
Man, that hat of his make it seem like he was like he was on the set of Sanford and Son or something like that.
One of your old clients came to us to help her get her money back. As it turns out, your little extortion racket has been getting around. And that's
But
why
yeah, I mean, him wearing denim jeans and a sweatshirt like that just makes you say, that doesn't spit Kaito.
Ain't that right, Hoshino-kun?
Or that doesn't scream Kaito.
I got the whole thing on tape.
All right.
Good to hear Crispin Freeman voicing the character again.
Client, plus 300,000 for annoying me.
It's pretty interesting. No drop frames and no overloading encoded. That's good. Oh, the chase.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Oh, boy. That piece of crap.
Somebody,
Just-
I
it
just
thinks-
gotta report this. That's all. Spam. And block. And there you go. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
All right, we're good.
somebody... Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's
Hard
just,
to hear that.
it's just. Look at that. He doesn't jump. He doesn't flip like Yagami. He just brute forces his way.
I'm about to... I was gonna say,
He tells
that
him to get out
running
the way.
animation... That running animation really reminds me of Ichiban.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm glad so far I'm doing fine with the QTs. Because for some reason, when I live stream, all of a sudden I'm like the worst QT person.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I mean, it would make sense for Kaito to actually just ram through obstacles with brute force, because
Yeah.
you remember how he charges in to save Yagami whenever Yagami's in a pinch. He would always just run in like a bulldozer. Like how he ran into that group of thugs and he just all of a sudden did like a massive drop kick on one or a few of them at once.
Ah, I know I screwed up somewhere. I hit
Ah.
square instead of X. Dyslexia.
Oh, don't worry. He's almost out of gas anyways.
Oh, that's pretty good. Drop.
Yes! Yeah! Ah.
Good.
That's our Kaito.
In one piece. Shit. Now then, Senda-san. Your office is in Kamurocho, right?
So yeah, this, by the way, if you don't know, not that long of a. I think you saw my completed like save. It was how many hours did it say it had? I don't know if you caught it. It was like 6 hours maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, this isn't too long. This is like 3 streams maybe, unless I just get really stuck somewhere.
What the hell's this about?
Mm-hmm.
Because even though I beat it, that happens to me a lot. Hey, Lord Doom, good to see
Hey!
you.
Yo.
Hey, Lord Doom!
Right at the beginning of the Kaito files.
You're with the Matsugane family.
Playing this on normal. I'm not doing legend like I did with the main game.
And I'm
Yeah.
with the Yagami Detective Agency.
Because there's no incentive to really.
Right.
You call this
Unless you just
your
want to be
office?
cool, like what's his name, Devil Leon.
Listen, Yakuza
He plays all the
relations
Ryuga
all over.
Gotoku games on Legend.
You trying to scare your
Oh my
clients?
gosh.
I take it you're not one of those clients. What do you want?
Oh,
You the head
since
honcho
Lord
around
Doom
here?
and LPH, forget you guys. I don't know. Muteki may or may not show up, or whatever.
Igarashi is the name.
So, Metal,
I'm the Bato detective.
Yeah.
agency's chief
run us.
assistant.
Holy crap! What fell? Run us
Uh,
through the.
My sanity.
No, my iPad just fell, and that thing's already got a cracked screen enough that I can barely use it.
Didn't you guys used to
Masao Igarashi.
Well, anyways, Metal, run us down what I keep wanting to call them Blue Archive. That's a game. Discotheque.
Yes,
What
we
did-
will
what did
talk about the
Discotheque-
Blue Archive.
Yes.
The
I
Blue
believe I'm the only
Archives
person-
of Discotheque.
I
All
believe
right,
I'm the only person who plays Blue Archive here.
all right. So I'm just low. Yeah, I'm just gonna go down the list here. They talked a lot about stuff they've already put out. Their first new announcement was Midnight Eye Goku.
Goku, yes.
Yeah, which is the first Blu-ray anywhere for the anime, which is kind of crazy. It also includes both the American and the UK English dubs.
Which is
So
very
yeah, because this
interesting.
actually got a British dub as well as an American. So yeah, it's actually kind of interesting, but pleasantly surprising. After that, we have Crying Freeman, which I'm not familiar with.
That I am very familiar with because it is a manga that not only got an anime but a live action, and the live action stars Mark Dacascos as the main guy.
Hmm.
So the live action is a little more notable than the anime, but yes.
Yeah. They also announced Lupin the Third: 7 Days Rhapsody, which was I
Yeah,
think
they're
one of the
getting more
TV
Lupin.
movies
It's
or
like one of the
something. Yeah.
specials, yeah, TV.
Lupin. After that, we're going to the wire world of Super Live Mation with Taichi Gui, The Amazing Lives of Fast Food Grifters.
Oddly
And-
enough,
Yeah.
that anime is related to Urusei Yatsura.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rumiko Takahashi's manga, or her first work, basically.
But it's related to
Yeah,
it because of the anime, not because of the manga.
Yeah, this one it's from
was
it's
an
directed
anime
by
episode.
Mamoru Oshii.
Yep.
And yeah,
Uh-huh.
it uses Super Live Mation, which is really weird. You really just have to see it for yourselves, but it
you
is
do, yeah.
it is Taichi Gui, The Amazing Lives of Fast Food Grifters. I apologize. They then announced that their upcoming Blu-ray for the 70s Japanese movie Bullet Train, which was pretty star-studded for the time, has been delayed a little bit.
That's the Kiryu
But-
combo.
Yeah, after that, they announced Changeman Ken.
Yeah, Charge Man Ken! Of all
Yeah.
things.
I said
One of the
Change
worst-
Man. I'm sorry, I meant
one of-
Charge Man.
One of the worst anime ever.
Yeah,
Penny
it's-
Lauderdale made it a meme, and it's a meme in Japan, and they're like, you know what? Let's bring it out.
We are very, very tired. After that, yeah, a 4K Blu-ray of Street Fighter 2, the movie.
We were just watching that.
Yeah,
last
this
week.
is.
You're gonna
Yeah,
want the
and I'm-
4K, Kyle. It
Yeah, I'm
looks
forwarding
amazing.
right here.
I am okay. I'm upgrading to 4K.
Yeah, right here. Brand new 4K HDR transfer that looks quote unquote beyond amazing. Includes all the extras from the original Blu-ray. It also has a much cleaner and up-res like menu, obviously for 4K and everything.
Lord Doom said when I speared him to kill the guy, it looked mad goofy. Hey, Muteki. Right on
Yeah,
time.
and-
We're talking about
Yo.
discotheque.
I can't believe you got my money
Go ahead,
back
Metal.
from those crooks.
Okay, next up's a weird one because we go into shoujo territory with SD on Blu-ray with Lady Georgie,
Yes.
No.
which is a bit weird because it's like a shoujo anime, but it takes place mostly in Australia.
Muteki asked, "What film are we talking?" Well, we're talking about Discotheque's Blu-ray releases because they had a stream.
They announced a bunch of, and they're going
Yeah.
to be having yet another friggin' stream like within the week. So it got a lot of shit to talk about. But yeah, they announced Lady Georgie coming to SD Blu-ray. Deeply dramatic shoujo that covers the years in the life of young Georgie as she grows up. And they actually brought in an Australian to translate it, as well as give it a bit of Aussie flavor. So, because it does take place in Australia, obviously. So there's that. And we're just going through the release catalog. Once again, I'm just going
Lord
through
Doom
to the
mentioned
end.
that the spear looked goofy because I went from a standing neutral position to a full-on spear. It's like a frame was missing from reality. Scene missing. That reminds me of when I watched a Canadian Destroyer, Kyle. Scene missing. I'm like, wait a minute, how did when Petey Williams in the Canadian Destroyer? Scene missing. Just all of a sudden flipped.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm in it for the long haul. But sometimes
Oh yeah, and then they kind of ended. Well, okay. First off, they had a big one to end off this one. Then they technically had one during their special screening afterward, but we'll get with it. Their big end one for their panel was Digimon Season 2 on Blu-ray, which is funny because they even note here the English masters were either damaged or missing.
Yes, they were worse off than Season 1.
Yeah. So they used the best Japanese footage possible, found it, and then recreated the English cuts that they made to the original masters, and basically had to rebuild Season 2 from like the ground up so it would look decent. And then of course it was all like upscaled just like the original season. Yeah, and of course a Japanese version, which is just subbed, will be a separate release later, like they did with the first one.
Yep.
How they put out, Digimon
releases,
Season 1, then later they did Adventure. Just like here, like at first is coming as Season 2, and then later we'll get Adventure 02.
By the way, Kaito asked Hoshino if he was going to marry Saori.
Aw.
Oh,
well,
and here's why Yagami isn't gonna show up. Hey, this job for Gennis looks like it'll take another couple days. That divorce mediation? Yeah, the husband wasn't having it. And on top of that, he took their son with him off into the mountains and got lost. I was in the search party.
Doom.
Would you believe a freaking bear showed up?
Lord Doom says, "Nah, marriage is for nerds."
You saw what Yagami wrote? That's why he's not around.
And you believe a freaking bear showed up?
He had to fight a bear.
So yeah, and then
just like Ryota Sakamoto. Anyway, please continue, Metal.
Yeah.
So then kind of the craziest shit then happened during the special Digimon screening. They showed off that yes, Discotech has obtained the rights to the first 3 Digimon movies, which are technically the prequel movie, which is just called Digimon the Movie, as well as Our War Game and Hurricane Touchdown. But here's the crazy shit, because it will contain both the original Japanese versions, the altered 4Kids versions. Sadly, no Angela Anaconda here.
Good.
Yeah, no Angela Anaconda.
But also a brand new uncut English dub featuring the original voice actor.
That is crazy.
So yeah. And they also confirmed that the script for this one is going to have a few tinge. It's going to be a mixture of playing it straight to the original Japanese versions, but also injecting a little bit of that kind of silliness that the 4Kids dub went for sometimes. It's going to be like a balance of the two, essentially, which is crazy. And the news gets even weirder, because as it turns out, this also sort of solves a years-long mystery over who actually owns the rights to the Digimon movies, because for a while people thought it might be Disney because of them purchasing, Saban Entertainment and everything, and them helping produce the shows. Other people thought it might have been Hasbro because of their later deals with Digimon and everything. But guess what? No, it turns out that with the Will, a very large and very popular Digimon fan site, actually purchased the rights to the Digimon movies years ago and have been working to get them out there somehow, and they're finally, ready to.
Lord Doom said Angela Anaconda. That sounds kind of sus.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Among Us brain has activated.
And Muteki asked, were there other dubs that got damaged for Digimon? I don't think so. Maybe.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd have to look back to see what they said about the first series. But yeah,
question though.
Good time to be a Digimon fan.
One question though. When has Digimon ever been handled by 4Kids?
Fox Kids. I should have said not 4Kids. I apologize.
Yeah, okay, I was about to say
that was
because if they were handled by 4Kids, we would see a lot of change.
Come on, an anime.
Okay, it was technically handled by Saban Entertainment and broadcast on Fox Kids, later Fox, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, come on, an anime? But Yeah, and speaking of animes, we were watching Transformers Robots in Disguise the
Yeah.
last 3 episodes.
And we found out
before...
about the mystery of Wankus. The mystery of Wankus. We were like, who is Wankus?
I'm sure my friends would love to welcome you.
Were you there for that, Cal? That part?
I think so.
That we saw. Alright. Well, anyways. Yes, it did sound sus. Wankus. And it turns out the guy was actually an adult entertainment producer, too. So, it gets even worse. Seeing a name like that on a
Wankus.
on a friggin' Transformers cast list.
Well, let's just say there's this theory
Or Duke said,
that
see, I was right.
that people with certain last names are like predestined to like go into that profession if their name is either about or is like suggesting a profession.
Is everything okay?
Like there's some funny ones out there. Like there's a Canadian lawyer name is Sue Yu,
Oh God, really?
like an actual one. And then there was one guy who I can't remember. It was on some like murder show, talking about true crime and shit. And they were interviewing him about missing children who want to, kidnapped and murdered and etc. And the guy's name was, I can't remember, and then his last name was Kid Kill.
Ooh.
Wait, what did LPH ask?
He says, so when we getting an Angela Anaconda DVD set?
Hopefully never.
And
But-
Lord Doom, to your point, he said metal. Lord Doom said, so I should become an arms dealer?
Maybe.
Right.
I'm not saying that, people out there who maybe have a bit of money should pool it up and maybe buy the IPs to certain franchises they like that may be super old and possibly companies aren't giving a shit anymore. I'm not saying that.
Wait a minute. With what you're doing right now, Jerry,
Yes.
did this game confirm that Kaito is nomadic?
Basically, he has primal sense and eyes, and ears. So he doesn't need Yagami's tech. He's just freaking Wolverine over here.
He's Wolverine, or he can naturally detect power levels.
Yes. He has powers somehow. But in Yakuza, I don't question anything anymore. As much as they want to claim.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool to know that, Digimon is still, it's getting somewhat of a revival based on those Blu-rays, and especially with the movie. But one thing that was still missing for a Blu-ray box set, Street Fighter 2V.
Lord Doom even said, Kiryu is magic. Shut up. I don't care. He's gotta be. Kiryu's gotta be magic. I mean, shoot. Alright, he has 2 styles. Oh, they didn't even let me unlock it yet. Kaito has some interesting stuff he gets. You know how there's the tiger drop? Kaito has like a parry move instead. That's pretty cool. And if he does it right, he not only gets the parry, but he gets hyperspeed.
Yeah.
He can start swinging it just like crazy fast.
So he goes into rage mode, basically.
Yeah. If you do the parry right.
Now, what you were telling me about the Kaito files is that Kaito plays a lot like Kiryu.
Yeah, you saw his combos? Those are Kiryu's basic combo.
Mm-hmm.
He plays a lot like Kiryu, and he has another style that's literally just beast style, where he can just grab motorcycles and weapons. You swing, and if there's a weapon near you, he'll just automatically grab the weapon.
Could have been a Yakuza, maybe.
Oh, the chat said some things. I didn't even see.
Yeah, Lord Doom says, a dude on a motorcycle once, at full speed, hit him in the head with a pipe, and Kiryu not only stood up, he beat the guy down. That's magical.
That's true.
And then Muteki says a couple things. He says, oh yeah, they even announced Bandai's Season 2 Digivice Proplica, and he does play Kiryu.
Yeah, he does play like Kiryu. But yeah, no, you heard about that? Oh, Metal, what was it? You were talking about game props now.
Yeah, so fun fact. Bandai decided to basically stealth release a brand new toy line called Complete Selection Games. And it is basically supposed to be them doing kind of very richly featured, as well as probably real size, like items of actual like stuff from video games now, as opposed to like tokusatsu and anime, which they've already, doing. And the first round is going to be Ryu's glove from Street Fighter V. But here's the interesting thing. They're not just a pair of gloves. They also have motion sensing, vibration motors, lines from Ryu from Street Fighter V. I'm assuming the Japanese version, obviously, as well as various BMGs that is associated with him, including the famous Smash the Car theme from Street Fighter II, which is always great.
Yeah, when Sound Out told me about it, he didn't tell me none of that. He just said they were just gloves.
Because I think at first,
my God.
Because I think at first that's what we thought they were. They were just like reproductions, but no. And the motion sensing, yeah, if you do a Hadoken Shoryuken, it'll actually make those noises.
That's pretty cool.
Not to mention, there's also going to be a game mode, which is like do as many special moves as you can within like a time limit, as well as one that's like supposedly based off the destroy the car thing, where you have like a time limit to do so many special moves, essentially. So yeah, it actually has game modes and shit too. So it's pretty interesting, and it kind of raises questions where they could go from here. Because like I raised on here weekly, they could do Jin Kazuma from Tekken if they wanted, which would be very easy because it's Namco Bandai. So yeah, but they went with Street Fighter first because a lot more people are probably going to buy a Ryu gloves than maybe Jin gloves at first anyway.
Because Ryu is so goddamn popular.
Yeah,
it's no wonder why they would go with him at first before they start tackling on start tackling on other characters. I mean, it's like one of those things where you try to play things safe, and if it succeeds, then we'll go to other characters. So it's a win-win for them.
Chat said something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna get on with the chat after I talked my piece. Anyway, Lord Doom says there's also a scene where Kiryu gets shot, bandaged up, but then in the next scene he rips his shirt off. The wound is magically healed. And then LPH says, Yakuza universe have power and magic of gods and wizards. I mean,
Basically.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, if you've seen the trailer to The Man Who Erased His Name, and you saw the gameplay with Kiryu, he looks like he's from the Green Lantern Corps, or the Blue Lantern Corps, rather, because, it looks like he has ring powers, and you can see the blue aura.
Literally, what does Yagami do with those extracts? He starts shooting key blasts and stuff?
And he can even summon the lightning blade. I mean, may not be Kakashi's lightning blade, but
yeah, those extracts. Even the old man basically is a wizard who makes them.
Muteki says, Fighter Chaos finally joined Sound Discord's Sound Out's Discord as the 50th member.
Nice.
And then Lord Doom returns again. He says, either that's a continuity error or Kiryu has a healing factor. Given Yakuza, either can be true.
That's true. Either can be.
Then Muteki finally says, I would love gloves, but pricey. And I say do the purple bat from...
Yeah.
I say do the purple bat from Saints Row 3, Bandai.
Oh, boy. That's basically just a giant... You know what?
Oh, God. That bat? Oh, no. Please, no.
Right?
So they started talking that he used to live with a woman.
Whatever that is.
Indeed. You'll need to dress for the occasion, that's for sure. Man, you guys have no faith in me, huh? Well, I'm not.
I like how in the game they're like the sidekick. Oh, you ain't got nothing. He's like, man, and like he proves by the end of this game, Kaito and Yagami, neither one is inferior to the other. They're both Giga Chads, just different ways, which is kind of cool. Like one game may be about the other, but the partner is literally that, the partner, not the lower. Like Kaito is just as much cool. Like I like how they do that in this. Neither one's looking down on the other.
Lord Doom. I'm gonna buy a Cyberpunk mask at some point. I need it. My new face is gonna be an LED screen since I'm never taking it off.
Then what you need to do is move to France. And since Daft Punk disbanded, you could make a killing making music. I didn't even say it's gotta be good. Just have the Daft Punk look.
He's gonna be doing his own Giovanni Giorgio memes.
Kaito's all dressed up and
oh God,
Higashi's
Kaito.
wearing an apron. Well, even better.
Hello, Higashi.
Even better, Lord Doom. Them taking his artsy since you hate music. They'll be like, look at that. You know, outsider art. Like Homer. Right, Metal and Homer broke things and they called it art.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Just like the barbecue pit. Somebody actually bought his damaged barbecue pit and he actually took offense to that. He's like,
Lord Doom said, yeah, there you go.
Okay. But do you really need
so you have no qualms about ripping people off with music, Kappa? There you go.
Who's gonna offer some tea? The landlady? Besides,
so yeah, I mean, we just came off the craziness that is Comic-Con that was last week.
Well, I'm counting on you today. I'm paying you $50,000 just to serve 2 people.
But funnily enough, with Comic-Con, we actually got news that we actually cared about, since, you know, the whole writer-actor strike, or the SAG strike going on in Hollywood. We actually got the news that we actually wanted from Comic-Con without there being that much.
Exactly. It's kind of a weird, like, huh.
Mm-hmm. More focused on actual comics and, you know, other items like toys and such, as opposed to like big tentpole movies and shows and shit.
Yeah, so, I mean,
people said the con itself was nice to walk around in because all the quote unquote normies that would just be there for the movies weren't there.
Thanks for coming.
So you could just walk around free, like without shoulder to shoulder bumping.
You know, here's the thing I don't get.
By the way, does that guy look sus to you?
Oh yeah,
good.
The Sakamoto guy. Yes.
Good. Okay. That means your sus alarm radar is working. About Comic-Con.
Yeah, it looks like somebody who you just want to punch in the face with that look of his. But anyways,
Why, thank you.
Comic-Con started off as a convention that was mainly for comics, right?
Yeah.
Well, of course.
But then it just blew the hell up and went beyond more than just comics. It went to everything: video games and TV shows, anime, cartoons, movies. It just literally became just like it just basically ended up just as a huge entertainment convention, if anything. And you know, it's at this point, why haven't they even tried to rename the con as like Entertainment Con or something like that? I mean, since, you know, there's more than just comics at San Diego Comic-Con.
I know, but the name's been around for so long, people just associate it with, you know, movies and TV and shit and everything now. So
well, I know, but it just it seems kind of misleading in that sense.
No, I understand that. These days it's more general entertainment as opposed to being, you know, more narrowly focused on comics. And even though like this year, there was like a lot more comics and toys and games even there, as opposed to, you know, like we were saying, as opposed to the big studios or anything like Marvel, or like, unfortunately we did get some panels canceled, which, you know, we're hoping to show off some stuff like Legendary's thing where, you know, people are, they show off like a new trailer or more stuff from Godzilla, Kong, you know, the new Empire, or, you know, what this upcoming Apple Plus Monsterverse series is or anything. But, oh well.
Well, indeed.
His wife killed herself? Body's decomposed, but there was a picture of her and her son and their son. Lord Doom even mentioned about the guy.
Lord Lord Doom said, "Yeah, he looks like he's trying too hard to not be sus." That guy.
Yep.
And then Muteki says, Rudy part of SAG Strike. I mean Raph. No, I mean kid from Goonies.
Did you hear about the old lady who played Aunt May in the Raimi Spider-Man striking with them? And she's
Oh.
95.
Yeah, Rosemary Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
She's
Yeah.
95 and she's still
She's
striking with
picketing with
everybody
them.
else.
Yeah.
And she's still standing. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
So that's another person we can add alongside Roger Corman and even Mel Brooks and Dick Van Dyke. They're in their 90s and they're still kicking strong.
Roger Corman's
Yeah.
still alive? Holy crap.
Yep, he's still alive.
And Dick
He's
Van
same
Dyke?
age as both. Yeah, he's same age as Dick Van Dyke and Mel Brooks. They're all 97.
Yeah, Mel Brooks is wow. Muteki said, "Man, dang, she's still alive." Yep. Rosemary.
Rosemary Harris.
So he's like, "Wait a minute. There's a woman who's a spitting image of his wife, though.
There's no way it wasn't her.
But they found the body. So he's like, All right, how much you want to pay me? Pay the man."
If I could
And Muteki says, "Love Dick Van Dyke." Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Legend.
my contacted tender quoted $2 million in advance. Plus,
And Bob Hope too. Well, he's dead, but I was remembering part in Rocky 3. Remember? Hey, nobody would do this much
Well-
for charity. Bob Hope would, and then friggin' Mickey was like, "Yeah, you're right."
when you say at least that much, you mean
If you manage to find my wife safe and sound, I'll throw in another 10 million.
Lord Doom says, "This sounds like the plotline from Majima's story in Yakuza."
It's similar,
Hey, Aniki, just checking.
especially with old ex-love and everything. But this one's much happier at the end. I'll just say that much without any spoilers.
Oh no, it's fine.
Oh yeah. I mean, for Lost Judgment, even though there's some dark stuff that happens, there is a happy outcome in the very end.
by the way, may we request any photos of your wife you may have?
I like how some of the actors are face scans and some aren't. And Kaito is not a face scan.
Sir?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they just made his face from scratch, pretty much.
Scratch, yeah. It's crazy because it's pretty
Well,
detailed and everything, you know.
Oh yeah, it looks really good for being completely original.
It's like that fellow, the one boss in the vanilla game. I don't know if,
Mhm.
Akutsu. I don't know if you remember Akutsu, the big guy
You saying
that got shot,
I know her?
the one that had the cool
Oh,
theme
from the
song.
The first First Judgment, you mean?
Oh, from Lost Judgment, the vanilla, the one that his boss fight starts with Yagami kicking him in the chest and he just no sells it.
Aniki.
He had a chainsaw.
Oh man.
He had a chainsaw. It kidnaps you and it had a chainsaw.
Mikiko?
I'd have to. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
he was from scratch too.
I didn't even know that, and I hated that guy
Yeah, no, he is.
for being part of the RK.
Yep. There was a second in command after the main, Soma, who was a face scan. He was a face scan.
You're really going to go?
His was an actor. Oh, there you go. He's thinking of a woman.
To the boss. I can't just
Look at
Well,
when he was
RK,
young.
yeah,
But you might actually
RK got his.
this time.
I mean, Soma got his just desserts. He deserves
Yep.
to be in jail.
Kaito with his young
Oh
self.
God,
More important than
his young self. Oh my God, he's seen much better days with that hair of his.
Believe me, I understand how bizarre this request might be.
That mid
I know
2000s
Ah.
you
hair.
can get to the bottom of it.
Golly, he seems like he was a broken man during that part of his life.
So
You knew her better
his
than
wife
anyone.
is the girl that
Kaito
he
said
used to
I'm
live with,
begging you.
that he
Won't you
said
bring
is
her
dead,
back?
but wondering if she's actually dead.
Dang.
So this guy's wife is Kaito's ex.
Sadamoto-san.
Oh man, I'm already gripped just based on the what's going on.
Yeah.
He did leave a suicide note.
Why though? The The Mikiko I knew would never do that, no matter what the reason.
Honestly, I wish I knew. The note was sparse on details.
The hell does that mean? Aren't you supposed to be her husband?
There needs to be a Judgment spinoff focused on Kaito and not just through DLC.
There needs to be a couple spin-offs. I would love to see one based off the Baki kid.
Oh yeah, him. I remember him.
It was only when she left me that I realized how poorly I treated her.
Yeah, sure. Put on the waterworks. Like I said, Lord Doom and you already could tell this dude seems too hard to trying not to be sus.
He doesn't. It's like he's not really showing any emotion.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't really even give a rat's ass.
I doubt she'd even want to look at me.
Because you know there's something at stake with this guy that he just wants to, cause problems.
His name's June.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Kid and everything.
Yes. And he's just as rambunctious as his mother. He took off once he heard she might.
Yeah, that's literally what's screaming from that guy's face. That Sakamoto guy.
The moment my back was turned, he was gone.
Wait, he ran away?
He did. About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
I thought he
ago.
might pull something like this, so I set up location tracking on his phone. But
How long does this take after the end of Lost Judgment?
Lost Judgment, like a couple weeks.
I swear.
So just right after they got done with that case.
A couple weeks, couple months, not too far.
Yeah.
Later, definitely after though. This references stuff.
June pulls this kind of stunt all the time.
Now, does this only take place in Kamurocho, or do you go to Yokohama?
Of course.
Ijincho.
You go to it's new locations, if I remember right.
I won't even be
It actually gets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, how about
So it's not just restricted to those two this time around.
Yeah, I think it's Kamurocho.
Right now, I need your help.
I'm trying to remember if Ijincho shows up, but there's definitely a whole nother. Yeah, I think Ijincho and some other new places.
hate to break it to you, Sadamoto-san.
Woo!
And it makes you wonder how they managed to cram that all into a tiny little package like this DLC.
Yeah, the only problem was paying $30 for it.
Oh, Sadamoto, not Sakamoto.
That's final.
How much is the Kaito Files? $30?
Yeah, well, yeah, but if you pay for
I know when
season,
it reminds
what I do is I got the season pass. If you got it by itself, it was like
me. What a
$35.
shame that is.
But
Jesus.
the season pass, which included this and a whole bunch of other DLC, was only $30. So I did that when this came out. So yeah, if you guys want the smarter way to get it, just get the pass. Don't try to get this by itself.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, for this week, Cass, you just got off your 34th birthday.
Yep.
Yeah.
34. I don't know what I'm.
Hey, at least you got a couple games for your birthday. Like I got you Star Ocean: The First Departure R on PS4.
Oh yeah, you did. I actually forgot about that. I was like,
And
You got
Alex
it
got you
before my
Stardew
birthday.
Valley.
yes, Stardew Valley. Wasn't expecting that. I just all of a sudden got a message like, "Hey." I was like, "Oh, okay. Thank you."
Well, another job down the shitter.
Who would have thought that Higashi was is playing as Kaito's housemaid?
Sure, but weren't you slammed with the new opening and all?
Well, I mean,
Higashi's a good dude. He's like,
Oh yeah.
after all of that, Higashi's like, "Nah, I'll stick with you." And he's like, "You sure you gotta do stuff?" And Higashi's like, "No, you're more important." That's a good guy.
And
Mm-hmm.
Respect for Higashi. Bet he's not Joe Higashi.
Tea was on the house today, man.
Well,
And my office is poor. I serve the best damn
You know,
food you ever tried.
you know.
That's
If you're here
Oh,
on
I know.
Tuesdays, you know. Hey, it's raining. Really?
well, I was there on your stream for Tuesday, but it was for Tenkaichi 3.
that photo.
Well, yeah, Joe's in KOF, but it's raining.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it's raining because it's that weird rain with the sun still out.
Oh, the most beautiful rain.
In Puerto Rico, they call it the witch's rain for some
Ooh,
reason.
sounds kind of
Yeah, they make it sound
Minute?
ominous. They're like witches are
Ominous,
doing
yeah.
something or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Bruja.
Well, wouldn't be the first gig I tossed.
Don't worry, there's a lot
La
more.
Bruja.
The beginning here, as you see, there's talking, but it gets a lot more actiony because it's short, like I said. So.
Bane always kept mentioning La Bruja.
Oh, there you go.
What does he
Chapter
mean?
1.
It's Spanish for witch.
Yep.
What goes around comes around.
And don't forget.
Oh, how many
what else was
chapters?
it? I
How
think
many
it's-
chapters are in the?
That's a good question. 4 apparently. Oh wait,
Ah,
wait, what was
so-
it? How many? 4, and it says 8 hours, and this is after I beat it. So
Oh, okay.
it's about 8 hours long, 7 something. Okay. So how many streams would that be? 2, 4, 6, 8, like 4 streams. Maybe
4
5.
streams.
Maybe 5 if I go, but I might just make the 4th one go a little longer just to beat it.
Yeah.
Because only
Right.
it seems to be an extra half hour. So yeah,
Yeah, hopefully-
this isn't terribly long.
Yeah. But hopefully, you'll be around for Lunar 2 by near the end of next month or
Now, be
starting
able to
early
beat
September.
this.
Well,
Yeah.
well, after you beat that, of course. But
No,
I'm
saying
just talking
hopefully
about
I
your.
even beat this. I was just saying, like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I should be able to, like, unless like do something. Best.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if you have to go back to that one job, we can always just reschedule Geek Fighters for another day instead of just Saturdays, just to work things out.
Yeah. Oh, Muteki has a story for us. He said.
All right, at a retro game store, believe it or not. By all means,
What's up?
take it away, my friend.
Yeah, so I just got a call from Charles.
Oh, speaking of which, that retro store that's close to me, that's a few blocks away from me, it doesn't close its doors until Labor Day. So I still got a month left
Causing
to at
problems.
least try to get a few things.
Can you go take care of him?
He's just some punk-ass kid. Why don't you take care of him?
Because I got meetings and shit.
Because I got meetings.
My employees in there on her own.
Just a punk kid. Because I got meetings.
Really gotta handle
Oh,
some kid?
excuses, excuses, excuses.
Gonna abandon a college girl in trouble?
Huh?
All side characters in a video game always have excuses, and they just want you to take care of all
Exactly.
Lie to you? Seriously. she's
Man.
young, she's
First it was Yagami, now it's
cute.
Masaharu Kaito.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, did I mention she's way into beards? She says she likes them bearded and burly.
Guess I have no choice. If a lady, if my bro.
Oh, and I guess okay, Muteki says, yesterday I went to the store and got a bunch of new stuff. Workers told me this guy had 5 duffel bags. Muteki says.
Hey, Metal, you
Okay.
ever seen people trade duffel bags worth of stuff before? I don't even
Corpse?
know. I don't. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Corpse it up. Yeah.
Anyway, what was I gonna say?
Duffel bags.
Well, no, well, before the duffel bags. I was gonna say something, but I kind of lost my train of thought now. Oh, now I remember what I was gonna say. So, yeah, this Wednesday, I'm probably gonna go see Mutant Mayhem in movie theaters.
Nice.
Oh, there you are.
And believe it or not, I'm really surprised that the movie is actually getting somewhat good reviews. I honestly thought it was
too, because
because I honestly thought, based on the previews of what we've been seeing, I thought it was going to be another shit show, but nah, critics are actually really like it.
Nice. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, anyway, Muteki says this guy wanted to open his own game store, but couldn't, and he traded it in and got $9,000 in cash, the duffel bags.
oh,
Workers had to go to bank. And then Lord Doom says, "I'm ordering from Outback. I can never go there. It's too annoying."
I don't blame you.
And then Muteki says, "Zombie TMNT kids said good film." Oh yeah. I'm not sure if it's the exact same kid from that meme, but they actually recreated that meme where it said the zombie kid likes turtles, but he's much older since that meme is 15 years old.
I unlocked the parry. I'm over here like, what's going on? There it is. There's the parry. And then he goes faster. He parried that guy's kick. Oh, I parried him again.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. And then, like, the more you level it up, I think he gets even faster and stuff. That's not even as fast as I've seen him go when he parries.
So, if he goes faster, then it's just basically like his enemies can't even dodge his attacks or defend against his attacks.
Exactly. Because that guy's able to block, but I know he can get faster. And then they can't even block because he's too fast. Oh, hey, there's a kid.
Lord Doom says, "There's always at least one person that thinks my wife is faking the accent. It was hilarious the first time, but it got old."
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
No, actually, I was sent by the owner, Higashi. What's going on here?
Well, those men were being disgusting. But then
I was about to say, you guys remember the zombie kid meme?
Yes.
About the kid wearing face paint at a carnival?
Yeah.
I like Toidles.
LPH said,
They actually...
Yeah.
They recreated that meme just specifically for the movie in order to promote it. Mutant Mayhem.
That is great.
LPH says 95% of TMNT is good, but 5% can be bad. Well, I know, but the Ninja Turtles, aside from like the original trilogy back in the 90s, like Ninja Turtles has been kind of hit and miss when it has come to its reputation in movies.
Oh yeah. He gets scared of knives.
Hold up.
He pats them.
Oh,
he gets that scared.
Jeez. And he's a redhead.
Hey, miss.
It's like he just came off the set of Tokyo Revengers.
Okay. Muteki said Ice Cube is Superfly.
Yes, he is.
You taking his place, Ape Man? Then I'll just...
And it seems like Seth Rogen is always destined to play a war hog in almost any movie because he was Pumbaa in the Lion King live-action remake, and now he's Bebop in Mutant Mayhem, even though he's the producer of the movie.
Now I have Tank Style, and it's literally just Beast Mode from Zero and Kiwami. It's literally just Beast Mode style. He can do the block, but he can also do a charge like that, which actually Kaito can do too. So that's not even new, but...
Kaito's a paladin. He's the literal tank of the raid.
Yeah, because you can see why I'm playing this on normal. Even I'm not as used to Kaito style, even though he's basically just Kiryu.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the same feeling I got when I played the Jetstream Sam DLC in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. It's just after coming off playing the main game as Raiden, it's just he doesn't Jetstream Sam doesn't play exactly the same as the
Raiden.
as in the main game. Yeah, because he can't even do like the ninja moves, like jump automatically, like skipping over contraptions or like jumping over railings automatically.
Hey, you all right? Hit your head or something?
He's not used to Kitty style? Chaos exposes a fake Yakuza fan.
What?
yeah,
Know you?
And the wolf. Oh, the wolf.
Holy crap!
The
Oh
wolf
yeah,
was.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
That's right. He had DLC too.
You're Masaharu.
yeah. Blade Wolf was actually not that bad, even though it was kind of awkward to play as Blade Wolf, but it actually wasn't that bad of DLC.
Man, I've been
that
looking
is
all
true.
over for you. I'm Jun Sadamoto.
Sadamoto.
Kind of a sad backstory though, but hey,
So he's the kid. He's her son.
You're Mikiko's kid?
Sadamoto. Oh,
At long last. I heard you used to roll with the
Mikiko's kid, Mikiko Sadamoto.
Should have seen my face when I found out you guys broke up.
So she gave birth to this punk.
Yep.
Wow. And she seemed like a nice girl,
Well, wanna tell me why Mikiko's
just from looking at her first glance from the
So-
pictures.
Here's the deal, Kaito-san.
See, he wants
Lord
to
Doom
find
said-
the woman too. Yeah, good.
Lord Doom says that Blade Wolf was the most difficult for him emotionally.
Where she is. You two used to live
I getcha.
Yeah.
And then I wrote something.
kid. Let me be frank.
Whatever Metal doesn't answer, everyone should ask, where's Metal?
Where's Metal? Well, he's disassociating and actually working on writing his next video. So I apologize if I seem
Oh.
to zone out. I'm actually researching
Oh yeah,
and
you
writing.
did say you're doing a Yu-Gi-Oh.
I
video.
apologize.
Yeah.
I'm not just sitting here doing nothing. I am actually
Well,
doing
at least
doing things.
At least you admit it.
He's nothing but
Yeah.
I am actually doing things.
I have a webcomic to work on, but I'm on the wrong computer for it.
Yeah,
Think she's in some kind
yeah.
of trouble?
Since your laptop decided to die the second you got on
some
Discord,
rat all up in her business.
The hell?
like pretty much the second
Back it up a
we
Oh,
heard
that?
Fighter Cows get on,
Never does
he
that.
died.
Oh yeah, it's right.
Huh?
He's like,
Because
yo,
my-
my laptop's about to die, and then it died.
And then it did die. 'Cause I literally
Then
forgot
it did.
because my laptop has a faulty battery and it has to be plugged in, and I forgot to plug
yeah.
it in, and then it went. Pew!
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
like, oh jeez.
Read
Jeez.
all about it in her diary.
Lord Doom said
Um,
about MGS, and then go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'll pay attention to
LPA
story.
says mostly all MGS games have sad stories in them. Well, yeah,
Oh,
that
well,
too.
of course. Well, of course.
And now you turn your
But yeah, Lord Doom said MGS4 had a sad backstory, but they tell you after you kill the bosses, so it's like at that point you don't really care. Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, basically.
even old Snake, old Snake, he even said, "Do you expect me to feel sorry for her after you literally defeat them?" But then, of course, Drevin's like, "Oh, just telling you the backstory and how
Yeah.
you actually, managed to save them and all."
Ooh, what'd he say?
Then what? You're still gonna walk away?
What'd you say,
Let's-
kid?
What did
The
you
fuck
just
you talking to me,
Kaito would
man?
say the
Wait a
same thing.
minute.
What did you just say?
Wait,
Oh,
what?
that reminds me, Fighter Cows. Did you see the recent viral video
wait.
of some guy dragging some punk who tried to rob him to the police box in Kabukicho
Yeah.
in Tokyo, just like a yakuza? He was literally dragging his ass like the
That's
cop shop
amazing.
in Kabukicho. He's like, yo, this stupid bitch tried to rob me.
Wait a minute.
Lord Doom said if
This
he was
kid is
Kaito,
actually
he'd show this kid the Jordan picture.
Then why?
this kid is actually Kaito's bastard.
I'm not gonna spoil it
Yeah, let's
Um,
not.
Yeah. Okay.
because
Yeah.
Kaito's
Yeah. It's
like,
too
"Wait a
early to
minute."
say, but we'll hold it
Kid
off.
at least
But
believes
yeah.
he is.
Muteki says, "Did you know Ice Cube is Irish? His Irish real name is O'Shea."
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, you mentioned that to me, but that's good. Kyle now knows.
Yeah. And then Lord Doom, "Okay, Drevin, they're dead now. What do you want me to do about it?" And then, if I were Kaito, I'd show this kid the Jordan picture. And you know the one. You all know the picture, I mean.
Yep.
Who asks him to search for his
Oh,
late
whoops.
wife Mikiko.
I think all my notifications will start going there. Sorry about that.
His old flame, who parted ways with him long ago.
Oh, they're
Okay,
using stills
now
to.
all the
They're using.
notifications. Never mind then.
Many past
Forget it.
wounds can reopen,
All notifications.
They're
pop
using.
off.
but
they're using stills to tell the story, kind of like Yakuza
How
Zero.
are they still going? I closed Chrome.
That's when June tells him the unthinkable. The Kaito.
Me,
What a bunch
I'm
of
gonna stop
Chrome
the
domes, huh?
notifications. Also Chrome. No. We're still gonna send them. LOL. Like father, like
As I said,
son.
what a bunch. As I said, what a bunch of Chrome domes.
Notice I said 8 hours, but it's only 4 chapters. That's how you know, like, each chapter is just 16 years ago.
Windows is going to copyright the stream for the alert sound, Kappa.
Right?
Oh, 15 years ago with a younger... Or 16 years ago with a younger Kaito. This is what we have to describe him by, if he was really that young.
I think I'm doing okay for a 15-year-old with a wife and a baby.
Some lady busted.
Well,
Now,
he
that's
is,
probably
really.
gonna get copyright, actually. That's...
Huh? You called me over some lady?
Some lady?
Not just
Oh.
any lady. A real hellcat. Says she ain't leaving till the
Uteki says Ice Cube was on British show and asked him and was like, I'm not Irish. My mom liked the name.
Oh, so then he's not Irish. You just... His mom just like O'Shea? You know, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans like that. Or like they'll have Russian names, they ain't even Russian, but they'll have names like Olga and Yanoshka and stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. Mikiko is actually waifu material by what she's doing right now.
Well, yeah.
Damn, man.
What the hell? Am I seeing this right? Why is Hoda getting his ass
And I guess Maho is her sister?
Gorilla is your muscle? You gonna try me or beat your chest?
You're the one calling me a gorilla?
Even Lord Doom was asking, this is waifu material?
Oh, and also the random sound clip you played. That was from that was Kyle's weirdness. That's from Walk Hard.
It's called Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. It's supposed to be a parody.
That was John C. Reilly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a parody.
It's supposed to be a parody of Walk the Line.
Yeah, it's Johnny Cash.
Yeah. This takes place 16 years ago, so the Tojo clan would still be around
This is
at this point.
If this was like 2021, this is like what?
2005, like right around the time when Kiryu got out of prison.
Kiryu finally came back out, yeah. What really? This dopes are two working with me, and we should look around for clues. If I remember right. Interrogate the witness.
What have we here?
Hold up. Fuck, I don't know. Just burst in the office and told us to give her
I take it you didn't really like the clip, Kaus.
No, what?
I mean, the soundbite, because if not, then I could just take it off.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't even me.
I like it.
I was just reading what Lord Doom said. He was confused by it.
Oh. Okay, well, fair enough.
Yeah, Lord Doom. Yeah, I remember hearing that. I remember hearing that sound clip a long time ago when ScrewAttack.com was still around. When I was listening to the Side Scrollers podcast, and when they introduced Stuttering Craig as the host, he would always have that clip from Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, playing, you know, with him saying, "I think I'm doing okay for a 15-year-old with a wife and a baby." And I always was trying to figure out where that actually came from, and didn't even realize it until this year, actually.
This right here. Hey.
It happened so fast.
Anyways, Lord Doom says, to walk into a room and start beating people up is not smart. Unless you're Kiryu, I guess. And then LPH says, 2005 waifu, 2001 waifu MILF. Ugh. Then, Lord Doom, it sounded like a line from the actor in the Tokyo Drift movie, and my mind was like, wait, he was 15? Oh, Tokyo Drift. Wasn't that the third Fast and the Furious movie?
Yes, but
Yeah, I thought it was.
but timeline wise, it's after like a bunch of them.
Oh wow.
It's like timeline wise, it's like what, the 6th or 7th or something like that. But it's the third one that came out. Yeah, who knew they had timelines in friggin' Fast and Furious?
Oh yeah.
What's Mikiko's
Imagine
goal?
if that was actually the latest in the movie franchise's chronology, and we be, when we look back at it now, we'd be like, there's a lot of continuity errors going on here.
This right here.
Anyway, LPH says yes, and then Lord Doom says he deleted large moments of that movie from his mind, so he didn't even question the wife and the baby part.
All right.
Remember his dad got chopped in half?
I figured a gal wouldn't bust
Damn.
without reason. If anything, you and your sister are the victims. Well,
That'd be like an Indiana Jones movie moment, when the brutes, they actually get killed in really gruesome ways.
I'd like to apologize for the rough reception.
Okay. What's your angle here?
I know you didn't come here just to drag your sister off and leave her dead unpaid.
I love that Tien thing. I don't even remember posting that, or if I made that, or not. I might have made that.
You see this?
Oh yeah.
This is Tien's last thing. There is no joke.
Yeah. It's the last big moment, but for him to only get dunked on. Yeah.
This is your...
What about it?
Yeah, he still continues to try to be powerful, but his power level won't even grow that far.
First things first. These guys need to grasp a basic fact. You only came here to talk, not pick a fight with the Yakuza.
Quit going in circles and get to the point already.
I do need to get on with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot at some point, since I have it on PS5 now. The
Kakarot!
nicer, the nicer version of that movie, or that game, rather.
What am I looking for?
No, I'll bet I can.
Might as well be a
Nice,
movie
sweet
at this
Sam,
point,
okay.
like a clip show movie.
Tells me breaking Hoda's arm wasn't your plan A.
Well, well. Guess you're the smartest ape of the bunch. So what?
Well, I can also tell how your negotiations broke down. The evidence.
Lord Doom says, I saw the paramedic meme. It hits my soul.
It was your. Even though you kicked things off polite, which
Not.
She kind of
Hey.
does look like
I made
She
you
kind of
say
does look like paramedic a little bit. Maybe it's the hair that throws me off.
You have to admit, your sister is partly responsible. If you're gonna play, you gotta pay. It's just basic business, you see.
I know how business works. And I never said we wouldn't pay.
Golly, Kaito, why do you look like Mario Lopez?
What's the issue?
The issue is, Maho's enrolled in college back home.
Kaito's played by
She ends
TV's
up
AC
stuck as
Slater,
some
Mario
hostess in Tokyo.
Lopez.
She may as well kiss her education goodbye.
April Fools? Of course.
Oh
Deadpool
my
was
god.
rated R.
Didn't I have a meme about that, Lord
Didn't your
Doom? I
parents
don't know if I
give you the
posted it
cash
here,
to get her out of this?
but it's true about paramedic.
Hey,
Paramedic in the games, paramedic in the actual lore. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
That
true
part's
though.
all on you.
Paramedic,
Oh, yeah.
happy paramedic of the lore.
It has a dark history surrounding
Yeah,
her.
if you see the meme, Kyle, it was like it's like you just gotta scroll up a little bit.
Oh, in the Discord chat
Yeah.
for memes? Okay.
She's
I'll take a
basically the
look real quick.
Hojo of Metal Gear. Not only as massively jacked,
Oh, yes.
only not as massively
see
jacked.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You see, that's paramedic.
My nights are pretty
Oh,
busy.
yeah.
And in college, I
She's...
worked as a server.
Oh, man.
I even got employee of the month.
Yeah, she's been in some really shady shit.
So at the very least,
And she was actually the first to go, first to get, first to head out during her time with the Patriots or whatnot. Out of those 6 members, yeah, she was the first to head out.
I like how I forgot the story, and then seeing the sister explain how she wants to work as a
That's how I met
hostess. everything just
Mm-hmm.
came back, and I'm like, oh right, that's the basic plot of this game. And I'm like, great, now I gotta remember to not spoil it.
Not to mention.
So basically, the Professor Hojo of Metal Gear, not only as massively jacked up for funsies. Yeah.
My job to look after her. I'd step in when things got ugly.
At least she didn't have a secret affair with a man and gave birth to a child who would end up becoming the world's most hated man who wants to rule the planet.
It's rare to see someone go that far, even for flesh and blood.
Apparently, a car crash took their parents out when they were little.
Lord Doom said she basically did.
After that, they were lucky.
Oh wow.
Foster parents.
I mean, look at Solid. Oh yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
At least with Solid and Liquid, they have this inferiority complex, whereas Solid just operates on instinct and cherishes life.
She won't be a problem. Rough as she is.
Remember, Solid, Liquid, and Solidus were originally born as octuplets.
Les enfants terribles. She was behind all the cloning nonsense. Yes. Yep.
The super baby method.
No touching, no exceptions.
Oh, come on. I'm a paid customer.
It's a hostess bar. It's not even a strip club. It's a bar.
And who are you to feel up our staff? Nothing gives you that right.
Yeah, that she was, based on Major Zero's command.
Oh no, it's the exact same character models that we saw before.
She's Shockwave, IDW Shockwave, as Lord Doom put it. Paramedic. Shockwave.
Yeah, old school flip phones.
Ended up being a laughing stock for the Decepticons and the '84 TV series.
He's mentioning IDW Shockwave. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, here comes the tank.
I'm her bodyguard. If you want to get hands-on tonight.
Look at him, drop kicking 5 guys at once.
Heard that, boys?
He took it to try to not kill and stay alive in MGS4 bikes scene was a pain in the butt. Yeah.
Oh god, trying to take down those Raven units. Oh god, that was not the best gameplay quality I've ever seen for a bike chase.
Okay.
Huh? I was about to say, you actually like that bike scene?
No.
You thought it... Oh, okay.
No. I said okay because you were explaining, like, you went bike scene, then you kept explaining. I was like, all right. we know what it is.
Sorry.
No, I know. It's just a thing.
I know. I have a terrible knack of over-explaining things.
Don't worry about it, though.
But hey, you know, it can be part of my charm at times. Because there's just some things that
all right. All right.
There's just things that define who you are. But anyway, let's continue.
What's Lord Doom say?
He says Shockwave's his boy. He wanted to become the origin of all evil, and he did it. And you gotta respect that. He was also like 3 different guys at different points. It's weird.
I like kind of like Madara. Oh my God! Spread that around, Lord Doom. Shockwave is Transformers Madara. Oh. What Muteki said?
He says can't spam solar gun level at night. Well, I mean, if it's solar generated and you have to leave it outside for 8 hours, then yeah.
Remember, Boktai?
Damn, it's grody in here.
Oh, yes, the Game Boy Advance game. The Kojima Productions game, if I recall correctly.
Okay, when Lord Doom explained about okay, that is Madara. That's Shockwave is Madara. Shockwave's a damn Uchiha.
Where are we at so far?
Oh boy.
You were saying you're my kid.
Then who is Toby Rama
Yeah, I
in
was gonna say, Lord, dude,
Transformers?
who's the Transformers version of Toby Rama now? We gotta know. There's got to be one, please.
Lord Doom. He says, "No, shut up."
But that's what happens. Pretending to be somebody, and the last one, somebody pretending to be you. Shockwave could totally beat a raptor.
About your mom. Your pops filled me in on some of the details.
Muteki said, "Go play the Genesis in the office." So I mean, the Master System there.
Yeah.
You can play it.
To me. I just
Yeah.
can't imagine her taking her life.
I just haven't had the chance.
Kaus even played it in one of the episodes of
yeah.
Lost Judgment.
Like the odds of a mistake are pretty low.
Lord Doom says, "Wait, I know there's an answer to that."
I think Mom got caught up in some deep shit.
I'm guessing a Transformer that's the equivalent of Toby Rama.
I don't know. But I think her suicide in the DNA.
That kid's super smart.
She's gotta be out there somewhere.
Who hates Decepticons and is also kind of on the good team.
Yeah. Metal?
Cliff Jumper?
Who hates Decepticons, but is also kind of technically a good guy?
Maybe something went wrong at
I don't know.
Or she got kidnapped by some
Octane?
Doesn't sound all that convincing.
Octane?
I don't know.
Metal? So anybody? I don't know.
Dad did
I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
What did she do for work?
Yeah. Muteki says Prime Thunderwing.
Oh, there you go. There's Toby Rama.
All by herself?
Yeah, she was doing real good.
Or his bro.
She knows how to handle people.
That's for sure. Though with her personality.
LPH,
so who is
Madara and Dragon Ball. Well, if anybody pulls a long con like that, Piccolo Daimao, like a little bit.
Yeah.
There were also these people who tried to buy her
Piccolo
out.
Daimao.
I think that's probably. Yeah, I think. By all means, it would be King Piccolo.
Yep. Because he has a long con, he has this thing, he gets free.
She writes everything in that
Piccolo now is technically still him, so.
15 years ago.
And he actually elongated his life by, reincarnating into it, or, giving birth to his junior, basically.
Stuff like, I don't know if I should keep it. I'll never see Masaharu-san again. I should get this taken care of.
And he also lost to a child, Lord Doom says.
Yep.
Honestly, I get how she must have felt.
Yeah, I did.
Punched right through his stomach.
Walked out of her life and into a life or death situation. How could she marry and have a kid when her husband could get?
And Namekians, the only way they reproduce through incarnation is they just barf out a baby.
Yep.
Yeah, just puke out an egg.
Apparently, what Guru did.
At some point between your breakup and their marriage, she found out she was pregnant. That's probably why you never got word of it.
says something metal. Weren't Constructicons a bit good when they helped grapple build Tower in G1?
For the sake of argument, let's say you
no sex with the Namekians, even though people like to make
Yeah.
that and fan stuff. They're like, no, they have nothing there.
Nope.
I guess so.
Muteki mentioned an Armada Starscream, kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Doom said,
Lord
yeah, go ahead.
Madara at least had to get jumped by children, and an army, and a bunch of mystical beasts, Kappa.
June, you said your name was. What kind of mom has Mikiko been to you?
What kind of mom? I guess I'd say she's been pretty cool.
She's been cool?
Yeah. Like, she would always lend a hand to someone in trouble. Even if it was some nasty flirt or a big hulking thug, she'd get right in his face and tell him off. A couple of times she almost threw down right in front of us. Dad would freak out big time.
Sounds about right.
So I was gonna say, for a Saiyan's blood, or a Saiyan's hemoglobin, is it iron-based as humans, or does it go off a different type of mineral?
And I doubt you can afford my services.
I bet you Toriyama would just make up something right now.
I think I've got that covered.
What? You gonna pay me in watches?
Like his S-Cells thing, if we ask him that question.
Yeah.
He wouldn't think too hard about it. He would just go with they run off of S cells.
About 20 mil, give or take.
Wait,
OPH says, "Is Darkseid? If Darkseid is the Madara, is Darkseid the Madara of the DC universe?"
fat chance. I've seen shit just like this and block over for only 30.
Well, he's got
I'm
the
pretty sure
long
Lord
con
Doom.
thing going.
You mean
I
to
know
tell
that.
me-
And I think he does have
Yeah.
a different. I don't know. Lord Doom would definitely know.
Mm-hmm.
I think Darkseid's had different aliases and personae, hasn't he?
Don't believe me? Look it up. The brand's right
Yeah, I think so.
So I wish down.
Lord Doom. Yeah, Lord Doom follows that up. He says their blood has to be on the same, more or less. Oh, wait a minute. This is in relation to Dragon Ball. Their blood has to be the same, more or less. I mean, Goku has been in the hospital before. Okay, so
Yeah.
so like the anatomy between that of a Saiyan and a human is really not that too far off from each other.
But,
That's just the standard model.
yeah, if you want to get
That's got a ton
technical,
of 'em lying around.
a Saiyan is basically a human but extra. If that makes any sense in terms of basic anatomy, like
What was that about being a
Mhm.
school shooter?
denser
And-
humans, like I don't know.
So here's the deal, old man. I give you the watch,
And Lord Doom
go
says
find
that and
someone.
Saiyans can reproduce with humans.
Yep.
That is true.
What? Not good enough?
It's not yours.
The reason I bring that up is it totally made me think of a scene from the first Star Ocean game that I got you, First Departure R. There's a scene where they're talking about the biology between that of humans and the Felpool race from the planet Roke, you know, the planet that you're on in that game.
Yeah, 'cause
And
I was
they
asking
say-
about that race.
Yeah, they say that the anatomy between the two races is not that different, but the hemoglobin between the two races is different because for humans it's iron based in our blood, but our blood is iron based, whereas with the Felpool race in that game or in that universe, it's copper based.
So where do we start?
Weird.
Makes sense.
Joe's not exactly
Lord
a
Doom says
small
some stuff.
place.
There was this one
He
spot
says, as far as DC, I'd say Lucifer is probably closer to Madara than Darkseid is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, DC's Lucifer. Yep, he has different aliases and long cons and.
No noise from the city to bother.
So
Did he
is
ever
Lucifer
go by the
more
name Louis Cipher like other fiction or no in DC?
Only one way to find
Louis
out.
Cipher?
Get it?
Hey, Lucy.
Fur?
Her?
I remember that.
And she looks at me with a mean look as if she's going to say, I will set you ablaze right now.
Oh wait, let me see if there's I can play the
That way, huh?
Lord Doom says, he has not.
Aw. I guess it's too obvious. Sega Master.
So-
Woo!
So
Yeah.
I guess by the name Lucifer, that would have to be a John
Aw.
Constantine villain.
I unlocked these in Yagami's.
Oh,
That sucks.
they couldn't even transfer those games?
Right?
Oh, Sega, how could you do that?
Right? Okay, so button 1. Button 1,
Lord Doom
button
says
2.
a couple things. He says, he always introduces himself as Lucifer, mostly to see if people believe in him or not. That, and he makes a point to never lie. And then LPH says, so can Frieza's race reproduce? You'll have to ask Toriyama for that. I wouldn't even have the answer to that whatsoever. Oh, you're playing Sun Wukong. I mean, Alex Kidd.
Funny enough, yes, he that's why they made him. He was intended to be Goku. Dragon Ball. This was gonna be a Dragon Ball licensed game, but then they didn't get the rights. They were like, "We got this." Sega was like, "We got this. We got a Dragon Ball game, yeah." Then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, we don't."
Muteki says, let's play Sonic Fighters at arcade after, and then Lord Doom says, King Cold has Cooler and Frieza as sons, so yeah, but he wouldn't know how they would reproduce.
Yeah, they don't. I don't remember if it's explained that yeah, I'm cheating. Okay, it looks like I just can't get that. All right. Wow, that thing wants his help. Okay, fine. Death. Why is death chasing me?
The Death Bird.
Golly. I beat
Oh,
that game.
the Grim Reaper! No!
Yeah.
Get away from me! Please don't crash!
Oh god. Yeah, it has rewind. Sonic the Fighter, is that in the arcade? Is that a Club Sega?
I don't know.
Oh, it's right over here.
Lord Doom says, we have yet to see a female of the Freezer race, so
Oh,
they
yeah, it
probably
is.
just lay eggs. Yeah, I would have to say, for the Freezer race, yeah, seems like it's the most logical explanation for new people to
This plays a virtual fighter.
be reproduced
Nice.
is through eggs. Because with Frieza's race, I mean, don't they come off being more like reptilian to a sense?
From what I remember, I don't know if they ever explained it, but oh wow, he split. Holy crap! Let's go. Oh,
It's Knuckles.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Holy crap! Oh, he can do the thingy. Oh, snap. Boy, this is pretty good upscale.
Okay, LPH says, so Saga are Dragon Ball Mark before the Sonic games. And Buteki says, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And Lord Doom says, well, according to Toriyama, they were all demons he saw in his dreams, allegedly.
Yes.
The Frieza race.
Yes, he did say that. It was like a demon thing he saw in his dream. Kind of like me with that one drawing I did. But I don't know if it's ever been confirmed or if it's just fanon that Friezas are like Piccolo, where they're asexual. But I don't know if that's ever been, if that was just like me hearing like fanon and not actual.
Yeah,
canon.
I don't know either. Yeah, was that? Yeah, we don't know if it was fanon or maybe it came from one of the Daizen Ryus or something.
Oh no!
So
no.
This game actually has 8 Chaos Emeralds instead of 7.
Nice.
Whoa, that was sick. He jumped off and did like a slam. And welcome to the jam.
To the Space Jam. Come
oh, God.
Dance,
oh, wow.
Dance.
Wow, timer scam. Feel sad beating up Amy. She just looks like she just wants like to say hi.
Well, hey, you got the win right there.
Well, but she's in my way, so therefore I must treat her like a warrior and destroy whoever's in my way. Be it Amy Rose or whoever else. Oh, perfect. Say hi and stalk Sonic. Yes, that's what she wants to do. I like how he's doing like, you see him? He's doing like bobbing and weaving. He's like, yeah. Let's go. Oh, he's probably like, he's Kuma? He thinks he's Kuma?
Oh, Bark the...
Oh, what? Yo!
Whoa! Bark the polar bear.
Whoa! He just gave me... Yo! He Dorian me. And then he straight up Kazuya me. Electro Wind God.
Oh my god.
I didn't know Bark knew the Mishima style.
Lord Doom says Bark, by default, is the strongest.
He's gotta be. He's a Mishima style karate man. He's out here pulling Wind God fists.
And even Lord, yeah, he's a polar bear. What did you expect? Well, I was expecting him to be a panda with a pistol.
Ah, no barrier. Oh God. Ah! 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 Oh God!
I thought that was a stone.
I was.
Oh, Lordy! You were attacking him being
I was
short
tiny.
round.
I couldn't even. Oh, that's funny.
It's like the only thing Sonic the Hedgehog related that you can actually play in a Yakuza game. Sonic the Fighters.
Which is a weird inclusion, but hey, it fits the arcade kind of stuff they like to do. So, I mean, hey, they had Virtua On, so yeah.
They did. And Kiwami
Yeah, they
too.
did.
Oh, it's 10,000. Dang, I need that pile driver. Anybody has a gun, they're gonna get seen about. That way, if I break anything, I could still buy food. Speaking of food, I am hungry. Lord, dude, I'm a Bark mate. Bark is added to the team.
Yeah.
Oh, he's flashing back again.
Congrats, Maho-chan. Gotta admit, I was getting a little worried when you started hitting the host clubs again.
Back at Cafe
Sometimes a
Alps,
girl
I
has
see.
cravings, you know?
Sometimes this girl
Oops.
can be a headache.
Even so, nice work landing a job at a bank. Right out of college, too.
It's
Don't
just a
mind me,
day
I'm fixing my
job.
chair.
Besides, it's my parents who know the board of directors and all.
All I'm going to say is please be careful. You never know what kind of people you're dealing with. I don't know if you've noticed, but weirdos
way I
seem
can
to
fold
flock to
that
you
shut.
like creepy pigeons. Remember that one stalker you had at the convenience store? That's just one example.
Oh, yeah! Yeah.
Next time some crazy guy bothers you, you tell me
Jesus.
right away.
Oh, sure. Like you'd rush all the way back home just for that.
I would if I had to.
See, this is why I don't tell you
Yeah,
things.
I went to
You
get
wouldn't
some
end up
Cheetos.
treating me as an adult.
Lord Doom said
I mean,
King
I
of
get that
Dinosaurs
you're
versus
worried
Bark.
about me, but you don't have to breathe down my neck all the time.
I'm booking a match.
Says the girl who went broke over some stupid host. How could I not worry about you? Why, just the other day, you were eating up some sleazeball's pyramid scheme. You said it nearly changed your life.
Well, it felt right at the time, okay?
Hey, a catch like you ought to be more careful. Take your sister, for example. She knows when to keep her guard up.
I guess I'll take your word for it, Kaito-san. Wait, did you just imply Mikiko's a catch too?
Huh? What'd I say?
Oh, shoot. I forgot they were waiting.
What?
I never said they had to be outside.
If you hear
They
noises,
could at least come in
I'm
and say
trying to
hi,
fix my
right?
chair real quick
Rude.
because it got loose on me.
Sorry about them, Masaharu-san.
Don't be. If I were your
There's been a
friend, I'd
couple
be
things,
public
Muteki, that
yourself.
happened in this cafe.
Aw,
Over
don't say
all the
that.
Ryu
They just
Gago
haven't seen what a
games.
good guy you are.
I think there's
happy
been
that
more
I'm
than one
talking
murder
to
here,
you.
if I remember right.
After all, I'm a modern day Cupid. I brought you two together, didn't I? Now watch.
That
as I
cafe's got a lot of history.
Good luck wearing them down.
There we go. Damn it. Okay, got that. Jeez.
No sign of Mom.
Oh,
Guess that'd be too
oh,
easy.
this controller. I like this
Yeah,
controller.
It never is. But for now, we ask around and see if anyone recognizes her.
That kid's just like, oh. Lord Muteki said, yeah, this cafe is cursed like Millennium Tower. Yep.
Yeah.
Lord Doom said something, but I don't know what got, if anything got cut off before that.
He says they need to move locations. I would, or I'd add it to a marketing campaign.
Think back to 10 days ago.
Yeah, but I've been studying. I don't know who's around me.
Still, you have to have noticed something. Just think back.
There isn't anything to think back on.
Just anything to think back on.
And I wish I wish my chair wasn't broken.
Mine's I've lost weight, but my chair goes down real quick when I sit on it. Like if I gained weight. I know that's the chair being old.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
wait a
I had this chair for about almost a year and a half, and then all of a sudden it just broke on me. I didn't even think it would, you know, it had that short of a lifespan. Lord Doom says, if the food really is to die for, then you'd make a killing. Then you make a killing and profit.
Not that I remember.
Are you sure? She would have been here in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Remember,
you know,
controversy
right.
sells.
He's like, oh, you should ask the manager. Is he here?
What?
You should know. You're the one who works here.
Yeah, golly. Shouldn't you ask the manager? Oh my God, worst employee. I mean, sure he's young, but worst employee. I'd get that megaphone and just shout in his ear. That's your job.
How the hell does he sleep through that?
Well, time to investigate. Bam, 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 bam.
Mujeki says he'll be right back, heading to White Throne Room.
That's one way to describe it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like how he... hey, I got a sandwich.
Lord Doom says, I want the manager to be in the back, murdered by that employee specifically.
Right.
Hey, get up!
Oh, he's got headphones on. Oh.
God damn it!
No more food, Kim-san.
Still not enough?
Well, you need something to be loud, huh? Well, I saw a megaphone right there. Hey, Kyle, looks like you get your wish.
Oh, nice.
Wake him up. He said, Lord, dude, also Kaito is weird. Well, we all know that. Hey, does this look familiar? Another Sega game uses this exact thing called the lip system, where you have it's Sakura Wars, by the way. This is straight out of Sakura.
Oh, it is. Yep. Oh, wow. What are you trying to do? Match it?
Lord Doom said, would you take a tuna sandwich you sniffed out in a cafe back shelf? True enough, I wouldn't. I don't know, like, yeah. Might be, if you sniffed it out and it's back there, like, yeah, it's probably, like, gross. Gross.
So that megaphone actually did come in handy. Who would have thought?
I'm Kaito from the Yagami Detective Agency. I'm after a missing person.
Who's missing?
There he is, forming that tri-beam cannon hand pose, sitting down. So the shop owner is Tien. This is what he does after the Cell Saga.
Not recently, but she certainly was a regular.
Lord, oh yeah. Would you?
Good. So you know her.
Well, I mean, if the tuna sandwich is fresh, then yeah, I probably would. But just not really a big fan of tuna, if you ask me.
If anyone started making trouble around her, she'd march over and walk them right out.
Yeah.
The only fish I eat are tilapia and salmon.
Oh, and you and her were together, weren't you?
Maybe some halibut.
That's right. You two had your favorite spot by the window.
Hey, I told you put it out.
What now?
It's not fresh. You know it's not. Lord Doom. Of course not. Who knows how long that's been sitting in that box? And that back place is not even refrigerated.
Now either put that shit out or go smoke outside.
Pipe down before I bust your face, kid. Let go, damn it!
That's the exact armbar his mom did.
Hey, teach this little shit a lesson. Of course.
Man, it really does look like that kid did come off the set of Tokyo Revengers.
Kid, you talk to me. And I'm gonna guess it's not talking you want.
Honey,
Unless it was literally made 5 seconds ago.
Onigine.
Very true.
The Yakuza don't exist. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, unless it was literally made 5 seconds ago, which you don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't to it, but people talk about Mercury or whatever. I don't care. I prefer the I prefer what you call it? That other, what's it called? Albacore.
Albacore, yeah.
You know I.
Lord Doom says Tokyo Revengers is hilarious to me.
I haven't actually. I know people talk about it, but I haven't actually read it or.
Yeah, I haven't even read it or seen it either.
Oh, this guy wants to box.
Lord Doom says he's never seen a fan base collectively turn on something so hard before.
Oh, there goes that spear again. Notice how he got faster, but
Gore, gore.
Defeat the Aragaki brothers.
So Elder Aragaki and Young Aragaki. Are you sure they're not supposed to be Togaros?
Yeah.
Yeah, kick the bricks, you dusty old scrubs.
Sure, I know you mean well, but use your head sometimes.
Lord Doom. The last bit of that fight was bullying.
Yeah, read you loud and clear.
Although, your technique was spot on. Where'd you pick that one up?
Oh, Mom taught me that a while back.
So that was the Mikiko special.
Yeah, she knew all kinds of stuff. Kickboxing, self-defense, you name it. Mom was badass.
Reminds me of a story your mom once told me. Some little shitheads were picking on your aunt, right? Instead of telling the teacher, she trained herself at a dojo till she could take them down herself.
Guess you two had something in common. You both kick ass. Boom! Pa! You fire off punches like a rocket launcher. You seriously gotta teach me how you do that.
You both kick ass.
Why? So you can pick even more fights? Self-defense is all a kid like you needs.
Weak.
His he has this ain't really a spoiler, but you get heat moves with the kid.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you get to learn some heat moves together.
That's interesting.
Glad I could help clean up.
Shall we continue our discussion?
Right.
So that man's been around, even remembers. So that means if he was around, remembering when they were together, that means he was around when Kiryu was around. But I don't remember if he's the exact same dude they showed in previous Yakuza games.
A woman came in.
Lord Doom, child-based heat moves.
Seated by the window too. At the time, I thought she looked familiar, but I wasn't 100% sure. But when you showed me that picture of Mikiko, I immediately thought of that customer.
Was it her?
But then again, how did Kashigawa or Kashigami or whatever his name is appear in both Like a Dragon and Lost Judgment, huh?
Kashiwagi?
Yeah, Kashiwagi.
The bar owner?
Yeah.
Lord Doom said,
Solid Snake bar
we
owner.
mentioned about child-based heat moves, but he says, Haruka has better heat moves, I bet. Mostly because they're all Kiryu.
Haruka's most proud achievement she's ever done was actually make a big girl head out by falling off a bridge in Sotenbori.
When I beat Yakuza 5, she also knees a guy and takes him out, and then the other one she throws a fire extinguisher at a dude.
Huh.
So she's not a fighter, but I guess hanging around with Kiryu, she could still take care of herself.
Yeah. She can use some things as like last resorts in case if her life was on the line.
Yeah.
Oh no, this was the least I could do. Please come back.
But then all that potential went down to waste with the next game. Yep, exactly, Lord Doom. Still became a teenaged mom. Hate to see it.
Yep. That's what I hate.
Well, And here she
That's why I
was,
said-
going to be all innocent and pure, and then she becomes an idol, and that, of course, leads to teenage pregnancy.
I'm like, we did not just raise you, Haruka, to...
Well, like I said, when she got into the idol world, I guess that corrupted her.
Yeah, apparently.
Evidently.
Look how he's hyper mode. This ain't even the max of his speed.
Lord Doom, Kiryu is a bad dad, confirmed. And I guess Ryoma Sakamoto is pretty much the same way too, and Like a Dragon Ishin.
God, I can't even parry. Ah, whatever.
Just...
Kitty who's bad
End up,
dad,
but-
confirmed. But you know who's a great dad, though? Who?
Who would that great dad be, Lord Doom? Are you gonna say Date? No, Majima. Majima Kappa. Muteki says something to you, Metal. Hey, Metal, at the Discotheque stream, heard they got back the Digimon dubcast for something?
Oh yeah, he
they,
came after you.
They
yeah.
are redubbing the original 3 Digimon movies with, I think most, if not the entire, Fox Kids dubcast. Because it's going to include obviously the Japanese version with the Fox Kids, edited, rearranged, and everything version, and then obviously the movie's uncut, but the new English dub by the original voice actors, or at least mostly original voice actors.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to get Bob Pappenbrook back since he's passed away.
Well, obviously, yeah. Well, the still living cast.
Mm-hmm. Muteki says Homelander, best dad. Lord Doom says Captain Kazuma was pretty good as a dad, kinda. He was 50% a good dad.
Oh yeah. Raising Kiryu, yeah.
Say what?
Maybe I want to find me a family, so I thought I'd ask the expert. Is it just like they do in the movies, where you swear?
Kid, Yakuza don't exist anymore.
I would say the owner of Shangri-La was a good dad to Kasuga.
Oh, there's something in the chat because Automod's dumb.
Oh, yeah, allow that Automod.
Yes, he was. LPH apparently they consider that bullying. But who were you bullying? No one.
Or a place under your own name. Any Yakuza.
No, it's not you. It's Automod.
That's how bad the police have him now.
Yeah, it's not your fault, LPH. Just Twitch being Twitch. Muteki says, Metal, what's good deal on Japanese Digimon Season 1? Already bought dub.
I don't know.
Well, unfortunately, he's in Canada, so I don't know if the same things.
Yeah, so your American money uses me. I do not know this foreign currency called the US dollar. I use the Canadian Dolan as my currency.
What, you want round 2? This time I'm breaking bones.
And I'm chopping limbs. Get ready to bleed.
He always freaks out at a knife.
June, allow me. Oh, hey, you with me?
What kind of kid can fight if he?
Oh, golly, kid. What's the deal with you and knives?
This kid really knows how to choose them.
Irrational thugs. That's a good name.
Interesting group of baddies. Muteki says, Metal, your country ships my Blu-ray right stuff.
Oh wow, he's a tank, all right. He's literally.
Oh, good to know. Maybe I'm just
And
stupid.
Then LPH says, is that better or worse than the U.S. dollar? The
At the
Canadian
moment,
Dolan.
worse.
At the moment, worse.
At the moment, worse. I don't know the exact amount, but at the moment, yeah, it's lower than the U.S.
I think
dollar.
it's better than the yen, but it's weaker right now.
Well, like right now, yeah, I think we're slightly stronger than the yen, but I know the American is quite a bit stronger than the yen, but not like by like a like double or anything. But yeah, we're only a little bit over it, but U.S. I know is a lot.
Lord Doom is right about June. Exactly. It is. Yep.
Knife phobia.
A knife phobia in a country that's all about knife crime is debilitating.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely true. Yeah, it's the complete opposite over in Japan.
He said shootings don't happen.
Well, yeah, because guns are so difficult to get in Japan, so it's all about the stabbings. It's kind of the same in the UK too, since it's like not impossible, but it's more difficult to get guns in the UK than it is usually elsewhere. So yeah, instead the go-to crime is stabbings.
He just said you got a knifeophobia.
Tell me you got stuck at some point.
Not exactly.
Knifeophobia.
I was messing around with my dad's knife collection one day. And like a dad, he warned me.
I'll knife your phobia.
But as a kid, of course.
Yeah, LPH, so the US got all the guns.
Well,
Lord Doom says, you can buy guns at Walmart, it's great. That you can.
Which naturally got me pissed, so
but they're primarily used for hunting.
Oh, his dad went a little too far trying to teach him to
hunting people.
So if you're gonna hunt wild turkeys,
his
there you
dad
go.
cut him.
Jeez.
That's why he's scared of knives.
Oh lordy.
Told you, sus.
Somebody put that bastard behind bars.
If you ask me, he took his lesson way too far.
Yeah, no shit.
And not the son, I mean.
All he does is work himself sick in his office.
This is why we don't have a Walmart in the Bronx, LP said, because it's too easy to buy guns.
How bad he messed with me.
Wait, can it legally?
Hey,
Lord Doom?
What? The Yakuza still take me even
Wow.
your knives?
If you pass out the moment you see a blade.
Oh, he put Kappa, so I don't know.
Oh man.
Is it gonna rain more? Because it just got super dark real quick.
Besides, it's not like you can always swoop in and
It's not gonna be the witch's rain this time. Lord Doom said probably.
He'd never been.
You know, my dad once got a coat that's from the Hunting Association in Illinois or here, and I'm like, Dad, wait, how'd you get this coat? The hunting gave it to me, and I was like, wait, really? You went hunting? And my dad said, no, I just went fishing once, and they gave him a free coat. Man, I wish we still had stuff like that now. Oh, it's raining in New York. Well, then yeah, it is raining here.
I actually managed to shoot a deer when I was younger with a 30-06.
Oh.
Who is this young man?
Yeah.
His son. The name's June.
Really?
That was the first time I ever. It was like the first time I've ever hunted when I was 15, where they have that 3-day weekend right before whitetail season begins, where like the youth can actually hunt for those 3 days.
Well, Lord Doom, I watch a lot of hunting shows about these cops and they get real anal about a lot of things. So if you try, make sure you got everything in order, because oh my God, there's lots of little crap that they will pick at you for, and try to say that they'll ticket you for fish and game. Oh my God. Like, I get not having your hunting license, but there's random stuff where they'll be like, hey, you shot this deer that's 1 inch too tall. We can charge you 500, like that kind of anal stuff.
They're that picky?
Yes. From what I've seen, I don't know. I don't know if they're hamming it up because they know they're being filmed, and they'll like bring out all the technical laws they can. But like every time I see it, they get mad anal with all these hunters.
Oh, geez. I mean, I understand
You should
poaching, but
watch.
this
Whoa,
is...
it's downpouring now. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I said I understand poaching is really bad, but for
Right.
this, I don't know. This is like a new low.
It is, man. It makes me not want to hunt. And they're like, "Come on, hunt. You know, be outside." Also, we're gonna be extra picky and anal if you do, though. So I'm
It's
like, well,
It's like, you shot this turkey. I mean, it has a very long beard and is always tripping on that long beard. It's like, what's the point? It's still a turkey.
yeah, that's
I mean,
exactly
sure,
what they do.
Sure, we have the
legit.
I mean, sure, we have the National Wild Turkey Federation, but still, it's just like, why do you suppose
Or
that
like
was
when,
created in
oh
the
my
first
god,
place?
if you fish this fish, idiot. It's illegal to fish, and it looks just like the fish that is legal though. Or like this fish is it. Hey, we weighed your fish. It's too heavy. What's wrong with you? It's too light. What's wrong with you? Lord Duty said, when you wanted to fish and game, when you wanted to be a cop, but you're too much of a coward to investigate real crime, that's the energy that gives off. Yeah, legit, exactly.
Oh, wholeheartedly.
Or they'll find a dead animal and they'll be like, "We could arrest you because you killed this deer." And like some of the things I do get, you need your hunting license, or right? Duh.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it with you. Never ever not leave it. Always have it. Tagging your animals, that I get too. But like I said, some of the stuff is just mad anal. Like you should watch it at Animal Planet one day, just to see what I'm talking about. Northwoods Law, or
I know.
one of those.
I used to fish all the time in a strip pit that was actually owned by my dad's late uncle, and used to fish a lot of bass and crappie. Yeah, huh?
Here's something that you probably didn't know about me, Kyle. Or maybe I told you, I don't know. I used to fish catfish.
We've got a job to do, don't we?
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that before.
Where else in town might Mom have gone?
Or I could have been thinking of something else, but hey, that's cool.
No, exactly, Lord Doom. Exactly. And not all of them. Have you checked there yet? The ones who take it overboard, exactly.
What special spot?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
assuming they take it overboard. I'm hoping, anyways, that the reason they're taking it overboard is because they're on TV. Well, we're going to bring
They're
out
either
every
on
single tiny little law we can think of.
They're it's because they're on TV, or they actually don't know how the whole law goes when it comes to hunting game, you know?
Right.
Oh, they do. They just want to enforce every single tiny bit of it all of a sudden. Because people even say,
Golly.
whenever they get caught, they're like, "Wait, I used to hunt here all the time. You never gave me this problem for 20 years." And they're like, "No, that's a law." And they're like, "But over the past 2 freaking decades, you never got me for this." Like, that's the kind of anal I'm talking about, and that's what makes me think it's because of TV. Because all of a sudden, there'll be stuff that they usually let slide that's minor, and all of a sudden they get anal and start like pressing you for when they're on TV.
Golly.
She might have if she came all the way back to Kamurocho. After all, she described it as one of the happiest times in her life.
Lord Doom, if they were told to do that by the producers, okay, but if that's what they're like all the time, nah, fire them. For real.
For real. I want to give the benefit of the doubt that this producers, but yeah, I have no idea. They could be like that all the time too. But that's why I'm always like, man, I don't want to hunt if that's what fish and game are like. Like, come on.
You don't want people going out of their way to antagonize people with guns on them, Lord Doom says.
That too, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I get not hunting things that are out of season. I get having your hunting license. I get tagging.
Right.
But some, like I said, some of the stuff is just dumb. That they're like saying that they're like.
Oh, Lord. And if a lot of those things were actually official, it just makes you want to say, "Oh God, I hate this world every single day."
That bat heat action was brutal. And that's different than everybody else's. That's a unique one Kaito has.
Whoa! Dang. Now imagine if that was a metal bat. You basically would just kill the guy.
By the way, it's 7 o'clock.
Yes, it is. I was just about to say we ought to be wrapping up pretty soon.
I'll beat these guys up and save you guys plug.
Lord Doom says one thing before I start plugging. He says, because one day someone might think you're being such a jerk that yes, shooting you would be worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Muteki says, wish we put more regulations on guns than hunting. Of course.
Exactly.
All right. So anyway, I'm Double RPG. You can find me on both YouTube and Twitch at Double RPG Reviews. YouTube's my bread and butter when it comes to content, whereas Twitch is secondary, as I mainly use that to stream anything that goes on, mainly like a Nintendo Direct or some type of press conference or like a direct or something like that of a video game publisher or developer. But I also do that at the same time as YouTube via Restream, so follow me at both of those sources when you possibly can. And if you want to stay up to date with me through social media, then follow me on both Facebook and Twitter at Double RPG Reviews. And that's me.
Sweet.
All right,
yes. Metal Blue Eyes. Follow me, as it is known now, at Metal Blue Eyes 0 on there. Twitter, formerly known as YouTube, Metal Blue Eyes. We're long one, but it might. And of course, check out our buddies over at hero-club.com and across social media at Hero Club Life, especially Wednesday and Friday nights, since that's when I host the Hero Club on Twitch, with Wednesdays being, our weekly news show, and Fridays just playing a game and shooting the breeze, kind of like, the Geek Fighters, but me. Anyways, check those both out, Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We can't call it Twitter anymore. We have to call it Key, because that's how we're attracting more people to Organization 13 on a daily basis.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Yep. Last but not least.
All right. Well, you can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, X, whatever you want to call it. It's still twitter.com.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Follow me on social media at Fighter Kaos, FIGHTERXAOS. Funny enough, Kaos in Greek is a Greek word. It's technically spelled Chi Alpha Omicron Sigma, as a side note. But anyways, on Twitch, I stream Tuesdays and Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is King of Fighters. Fridays is Fate Grand Order, where we're going to see more of Ashia Doman and his evilness. And then, follow me on X and any social media to find out anything else I'm doing, including webcomic updates and Fate YouTube videos or whatever else I do on YouTube. And that's it.
All right. So next week, more of this game. And we'll see where Fate takes us from there.
Ha! You could almost say it's Grand Order. All right, well, 2 words left to say. Nimi. Kanyo.